Welcome back, everyone. We are watching Supernatural Season 4, Episode 4, Metamorphosis. Last episode really showed us exactly where this story begins and with how dark things really are for these guys that we love. Their beginnings were really dark, so it all really makes sense to me now. I'm just loving this season so far, so let's get into it. Let's do it.
Because you're Sam Winchester, Mr. Big Hero. And yet here you are, slutting around with some demon. Those months without your brother. But all the things you and this demon bitch do in the dark.
Oh, Dean. So he finally saw it.
How'd that feel?
Good. No more headaches.
None. That's good.
Hey, I got you. It's all right. You gonna explain this? How about this? Why don't you start with who she is? And what the hell is she doing here?
Good to see you again, Dean.
Ruby? Is that Ruby? Ruby, stop it!
I mean, taking out the demons from their bodies and saving people is not a bad thing.
What else can you do? I can send them back to hell. It only works with demons, and that's it. What else can you do? I told you. Look, I've saved more people in the last 5 months than we save in a year. If I didn't know you, I would want to hunt you. And so would other hunters. You were gone. I was here. I had to keep on fighting without you. Well, Cass said that if I don't stop you, he will. That means that God doesn't want you doing this.
Why?
Jack, are you stoned?
What? It's good. Are you gonna finish your steak?
You're kidding, right? You've had 2 already. Or you have tapeworm.
What is going on?
I can't believe it. Mom? A hunter? Would have believed it either if I hadn't seen it. That woman could kick some ass. I mean, she almost took me down. Was she happy? Yeah, she was awesome. You know, funny and hopeful. You know, Dad too. Until, of course, it's just our parents, and now I find out our grandparents too. Our whole family murdered, and for what? So Yellow Eyes could get in my nursery and bleed in my mouth? Sam, I never said anything about demon blood.
Oh.
You knew about that? Yeah, for about a year. A whole year? I should have told you. Are you sure that's him? Only Jack Montgomery in town. Come on, this guy's boring.
Just watch how he eats, and you might be second guessing. Oh God, are they still watching? Ew. Okay, that's weird.
I'd say that qualifies as weird.
Get over here.
Oh, good to see ya.
You too.
Good to see ya. Grown men. John would have been damn proud of you. Sticking together like this.
You had a hell of a case of the munchies. Now topped off with a burger that he forgot to cook.
And it's him, all right. We got Rugaru in our hands.
Rugaru? Is that made up? That sounds made up.
They're mean, nasty little suckers. They'll turn ugly soon enough. They start out human for all intents and purposes.
So what, they go through some kind of metamorphosis?
Yep. Like a maggot turning into a blowfly. They're hungry.
Oh my God.
Hungry for what?
At first for everything. But then for long pig.
Long pig?
He means human flesh.
And that is my word of the day.
They take themselves a big juicy chomp and then it happens.
What happened?
They transform completely and fast.
I think I need stitches.
gotta go.
What?
I gotta get out of here.
Where are you going?
One bite's all it takes.
At least he's fighting
Eyes, teeth,
himself.
skin, all turns, no going back either. They feed once, they're a monster forever.
Wow.
Runs in his family.
You mean,
Killed his daddy back in '78. Son of a bitch mangled 8 bodies before I put him. He used to be a dentist. Cadillac, trophy wife. Little did I know, pregnant trophy. Put the boy up for adoption. By the time I found out, he was long gone, lost in the system.
There has to be another way to save this guy. How is it genetic?
Have a drink with me.
I'm waiting for someone.
Okay, well, where is he?
Hey, douchebag. She doesn't want to talk. You fat,
Oh my god.
sweaty dick. Now leave her alone.
Seriously want to do this, guy?
You know, I really think I do.
Oh my god. Damn.
So, fire, huh?
Only way I found to kill these bastards.
Wow.
Deep fry 'em.
What you did to Jack's dad?
not wasting any time, are you?
Yeah.
Found a waste. Guy hulks out. We won't be finding bodies, just remains.
What if he doesn't Hulk out? I found a couple of interesting stories about people who have this Rugaru gene or whatever. They start to turn, but they never take the final step.
Really?
See, if they never eat human flesh, they don't fully transform.
So what, go vegan, stay human?
Not
Long pin.
right.
Every Rugaru I ever saw or heard of took that bite.
No, we talked to him. Explain what's happening. That way he can fight it.
Fight it? You kid?
And yeah, I do think giving him that choice of like, this is who you are, but if you don't do it, you'll be okay.
I don't know. I saw your blood and I got dizzy and I just had to get out.
What is
Wanna
going
eat
to
her?
you? Just slow down. Jack,
Oh no.
Jack, I mean it. Jack! Stop! Stop it! Stop it! You son of a bitch!
And I mean, obviously Sam feels that way about himself. Like this is him projecting because
You know, nice dude, but he's got something evil inside him. Something in his blood. Maybe you can relate.
You want to know why I've been lying to you, Dean? Because of crap like this.
Like what?
The way you talk to me, the way you look at me, like I'm a None.
Then enlighten me.
I've got demon blood in me, Dean. This disease pumping through my veins, and I can't ever rip it out or screw.
yeah, and he was born that way. I mean, not born that way, but you know, it happened when he was.
You're probably feeling your bones move under your skin. And your appetite's reaching hungry hippo levels. How am I doing?
Please, just hear us out. All right, I've noticed certain things. I mean, some strange things, but I don't know.
Your father was one of these things. Your real father. He passed it on to you.
You're only gonna get hungrier.
Hungry for.
Long pig.
he just keeps saying
Man
this.
burger helper. Man cross your mind already.
You feed once and it's all over. And then we'll have to stop you.
Calling the cops.
Jack, your wife, everybody you know, they're in danger.
Now!
And I'm rooting for this guy to not turn. I mean, this is messed up for him to be peering through someone's window.
No. Hey! Well, we're here to save you, I guess.
Oh.
I wanted it to go.
Who are you?
You a favor, son.
Jack, what's he talking about?
Tell her the truth. She deserves to know.
Is she pregnant?
Michelle, tell him what you told me when I got here.
Michelle?
Oh my god, he's gonna burn her alive too.
Because I'm pregnant. Oh God, please no!
You don't have to do
kill me, but not my wife, okay? I'm begging you.
You ain't got no choice.
No. Ah. Damn it. I guess this wasn't going to end positively.
Stay away from me.
Think that's Travis?
Ew.
What's left of him? I guess you were right about Jack.
Dang.
Open the door. We can figure this out, okay?
We'll have ourselves a little brainstorming session. And your friend here, he tried to burn my wife alive.
Why?
And say,
You got this dark pit inside you, I know. Believe me, I know. But that doesn't mean you have to fall into it. You don't have to be a monster.
He's like, look at me.
have you seen me lately?
It doesn't matter what matters what you do.
I'm sorry. I've been kind of hard on you lately.
Don't worry about it, Dean.
It's just that your psychic thing, it scares the crap out of
Look,
me.
it's all the same. Blood, it's not in you the way it's in me. It's just something I gotta deal with.
Not alone.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. These powers, I'm done with them. I'm done with everything.
Really? Well, that's a relief. Thank you.
Don't thank me, I'm not doing it for you. This is my choice.
I mean, if there is one thing that Supernatural does really well is it introduces so many different types of mythical creatures from lores and just the creepiest things. Like I didn't know there was a Rugaru, and there's so many different things that are, I guess, have haunted or become legend in different cultures. And I'll look this up and just see where this comes from. But wow. I don't really know what to say or think about it because I do feel bad. I feel bad for this guy if it's in his genes. It's so very similar to Sam, where it started out before you even had a choice. That doesn't seem so fair. It just doesn't seem fair. I mean, it isn't fair. It's not that it doesn't seem it. It isn't. So what do we do about stuff like that when they're not fair? When it's like inherently this is who you will be. So, but there is a choice. There has to always be a choice. And then, and even so, could you come back from that choice? Kind of like Sam did. He was doing something that was messing with the plans of God and the angels and the demons too. I do also think that once you choose to do stuff or make this choice, which honestly it's so unfair because even like if someone puts cigarettes in front of me and I know how addictive cigarettes are, I already know all of this information, I'm not going to smoke the cigarettes. It's unless you like force, like I'm tied to a chair and every day you're forcing me to smoke cigarettes until I get addicted. And then finally, after who knows how long it takes, then you're like, all right, now make the choice. Take the cigarette in front of you or walk away. Then that would be me being like, oh, that's hard. But it's like you already got these people addicted to this. This guy is just going through a metamorphosis, like he's legitimately changing, and it's not his fault. It's just in his genes, and so it's like right away he's like, oh, I've got an addiction. He doesn't even know that. He doesn't know why. He didn't even make any choice in the matter. It's not like he put the needle in his vein and knew that, okay, this is going to be addictive. This is going to get me high and I'm going to really like it and I'm going to come back to it. There was no choice in the matter. So it's just how do they, I don't know. I think that Sam was right. I think because of his perspective, because he was also put in that position as a child to take the blood of this demon and then grow up to who he became, it's flowing through him. And like he said, he can't take that blood out of him. It's there. It gives him the perspective of another person going through a similar, not the same thing, but a very similar thing. And I do think that's why it makes in even in real life, when people go through hardships and they turn around from those hardships and they make new choices and decisions and new neural pathways in your brain where you're like making a completely new habit, a healthy habit, when you've been making all these unhealthy, toxic habits, whatever it is, but you're just someone that was doing something that was hurting you and other people, and you stopped and you worked on, well, how do we figure this out? All right, we dive deep into why, and then we figure out the why, and then we go into therapy, we go into rehab, we get support, we take accountability. You break down, whatever, your ego dies, the ego death, whatever you need to go through, and then you meet someone who goes through a similar thing or who is going through a similar thing. You can have a more of an open heart to accept that they can also change. If you changed, that means someone else can change. Yeah, I mean, it's really deep. This episode's, you could take it to even deeper than this. It's touching on a lot of points, and it's quite uncomfortable, actually. It's hard because you there is that part that's like, this guy does deserve a chance, but also what if he becomes this monster? We don't want to have that be a thing. But then now there's this baby that's going to go through the same thing, unless she doesn't go through with the pregnancy. But it's just going to be the same thing. And maybe he can grow up knowing about it, and he'll be able to choose, or she can choose to do the right things. I don't know, but yeah, it's very uncomfortable. This series can really make things, they put things into perspective that are really hard to think about sometimes. And yeah, just these big moral questions. And I really do appreciate it. I do think I question why Castiel does not want these people who are demon possessed to be saved. That to me doesn't make sense. If Sam is saving people, I think that's a good thing. I don't see where the slippery slope is. Where other than, yeah, other hunters would then think that Sam is a demon, and so they would kill him. It puts a mark on him or target. But I think he was really trying to help people. It wasn't sinister, and he wasn't trying to hurt anyone. But I think obviously using that dagger, you're literally killing humans that were innocent, that literally had no choice in the matter, and they just got possessed. It's like, God, there has to be a middle ground somewhere. But yeah, we will see what continues to go on. This was creepy but good. But that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, everybody.